2, 1, and we are at part 2 of episode 50 of the Tuesday party of Blunders and Bothwellians. Welcome back to the recording. Marvellous. So, the demons have had their eyes melted out of their sockets by the dazzling and radiant Hannibal. And Arissa, the lovely electric boogaloo bard. It is your turn, lovely. You have 2 blinded demons in front of you who are not looking very good. Their insides are leaking black, gooey, lava-y, shadowy substance, and they cannot see. So what would you like to do, Arissa? These 2, if you attack them, will be attacks with advantage because they cannot see you coming.
I would like to get my rapier out and kind of run towards one of them and stab him in the throat.
Okay. I love the specificness of it.
Yes.
Alright, so roll me your attack for that, and you can do it with advantage.
Well, I don't think I'm going to get better than this. Natural 20.
Damn! Roll your damage and double it, and if you have proficiency, then add it. If you have proficiency with your rapier, then add that. If not, don't worry.
That's after doubling my attack, isn't it? My damage. Gotcha.
I love the guests we share on this channel. After Arissa, it'll be back through Brakens and Tiavat, although Tiavat is still portaling, so I'll just check his concentration on that, and then we'll be back up to Varric. Okay? Arissa. Nice! 13. Okay, and would you like to attack number 4 or number 5 with that, Arissa?
Whichever one was slightly closer to me.
Okay. That will be the one who staggered forwards, so that will be number 4. Was that 13?
13, yeah.
Ooh! Arissa, you've reduced it to a -1. So you're stabbing it in the throat. Was that how would you like to end it?
So right down to the hilt, so I can hear him gargle, and then kind of like thrust it to one side, so I rip his neck open.
Ooh, nice. The buxom blonde bard is ferocious.
But we already disguised as a demon.
We already knew.
Damn.
So yeah, you hear it gargle away just before the head gets ripped from the side of its body, and Arissa stands there looking pretty damn cool. You also have like a face splattered in blood, like little droplets on your lovely blonde hair as well, like staining your face a little bit red. It sort of drips off the edge of your nose, drip, 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 and off the edge of your blade. Apparently, according to chat, this is equal parts terrifying and a turn-on for Varric. I believe it. Brakens and his demon are going to fight. And Brakens is getting overpowered. He is going to take damage, which doesn't matter to you guys. Okay, he's taking damage. And you guys hear a shriek from the demon prince fighting Brakens on the other side of the room. And it's sort of just like a shriek, a sort of ha! And you see Brakens come flying backwards, and he goes smashing into a pile of gold, just ahead of you guys, beyond where the blinded demon currently stands. And he whips his head around looking for the source of this noise, and the demon that Brakens was attacking is flying back in towards Brakens again. Tiavat is going to concentrate on the portal. Ooh, only just. And we are back around to Varric. So currently, Varric, you have another blinded demon who is currently, again, you'll get advantage attacking him because he is looking around to see the source of the noise. You have an 8, although I don't think you'll be attacking your own 8. And you have the demon who is currently flying towards Brakens attacking him.
Now that there's only one 8 left, that concentration doesn't matter much.
I love the evil, maniacal laughter. I feel like I taught you this. Carry on.
I'm casting Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay. Okay, are you casting it on the one who is blinded or the one that's flying towards Brakens?
The one that's flying towards Brakens. The other one can't see us anyway.
That's very true. Awesome. What is the save on that? Ah!
That's wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, this wisdom. Alright, that's a 6 total.
Yeah, no, he's gonna fall to the ground.
Okay. Okay. So it helps that I'm loving. So the demon, it's almost like a Looney Tunes moment. Yeah.
There's one caveat. Is his intelligence higher than 4?
His intelligence?
In that case it affects him. Is it lower, it doesn't affect him.
No, his intelligence is above 4, yes.
Okay. In that case, he falls to the floor laughing.
So, proper Looney Tunes moment is that Orisa in the gift. Love it. Orisa is Carrie.
I thought of this immediately, but I really didn't remember the movie was called Carrie. I was like, what's that movie?
That's right. Blood, girl, meme, gift.
Yeah, that's what I pretty much typed.
The demon that's coming screeching through the air towards Brakens, maniacally laughing already, suddenly, proper Looney Tunes moment, sort of like screeches to a halt mid-air, and starts creasing itself, doubled over laughing, and starts maniacally cackling and rolling around, falls to the ground, lands, will take some damage because he was quite high in the air. There you go. There we go, so he is up. Marvellous. Okay, and so he gets that, landing on the ground, taking some damage from that. Brakens takes this moment to sort of sit up and have a look at what's going on. Love it. Love that. And the last ape has disappeared. Yep, because your concentration has gone on to Tasha's hideous laughter. Was there anything else you wanted to do as part of your go, Varric? I'll just grab the apes out.
Well, I'm somewhat tempted to pull the last animal from the bag, but I'm not gonna do it now.
What if it's a fluffy little bunny wabbit?
What I'm gonna do, I have that painful poison that I bought at the black market, but I also bought the aphrodisiac drug.
Yes, you do.
Wait, didn't you give that to me? Or have you still got some?
I think you got a couple of them.
I got 5 of them back then. I still have 2 vials of poison and 2 vials of Idrit, the drug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poison my trident.
Okay.
Which will probably take up the entire vial of painful poison.
Yeah.
Like one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case I'm going to take a turn to do that.
Okay, noted. Alrighty. In which case it is the demon's go. So the blind one is going to swipe wildly, which will be towards Varric and Apricity. You've got a 1. And to swipe at you, Apricity, he got a 10. Neither of those hit, did they? Marvellous. Alright, so the blind demon is absolutely bloody useless. Attached to this laughter, can he make a save on every time of his throw, Varric?
Let me quickly check.
I also have it in front. I'm on the wrong page.
Yeah, it's at the end of each turn, and each time it takes damage, he can do another wisdom saving throw.
He got a... He got a 6, so let's just never mind, shall we? Alright, so the laughing demon is still creased up on the floor laughing, and the blind demon is still pottering around aimlessly blind. So, moving onwards. Apricity, it's your turn.
Hello.
Hello!
So how many demons do you left?
You got 2 left. You got one that's rolling on the floor laughing, and you got one that's blind that's closest to you.
Lovely. Can I move so that I am within 5 feet of an ally? Or no, my ally. Basically, I want sneak attack damage. Whereas everybody else in relation.
I'm near you.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I will allow it anyway because you can sneak up on this blinded creature. Like, you've got other people nearby, there's all the chaos, there's coins. Don't forget you're fighting on a bed of coins, so every movement is making jingle, jangle, jangle. So, yeah, I will allow it, definitely. And I'm loving the gifts.
What the fuck is that even from?
I have no idea. I'm just.
It's weird. I love it.
It's scary, and I love it, but it's terrifying. It's a, for those of you who can't see, it is a gif of a girl who is somehow transformed into a demon creature or a demon creature troll thing that looks like a much more scary and fat version of Hoggle rather from Labyrinth.
Hoggle.
Yes.
But yeah, sorry.
It's from a horror movie, but I don't know which one.
Oh my god, I bet it's Troll Hunters or something, or Troll. Anyway, sorry, I pressed this.
Oh yes, it's Troll 1.
Oh god, that movie. So yes, I pressed D, my lovely. Are you sneak attacking?
Yes, please. So I'm going to use my short bow and try and sneak attack this guy. Do I roll with advantage if they're blinded?
Yes.
So, oh, that's good because that's an 8. Right. So that's 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Sweet. And maybe okay. 26 damage.
26 damage. Very nice.
Pew pew.
Minus 26. Hang on, reduce some
Single
progress.
pew.
26. I press the D. How would you like to kill this one?
Amazing. So is this the one rolling around blinded?
This is the one who's like stumbling around blinded. Yes. He's not laughing,
Cool.
but is blinded.
I would like for just as he's about to right himself as he slides down on the gold, he lifts it up to look. An arrow just sinks deep into his left eye socket, and he slumps the gold and slides down into a pile on the.
Noted. Alright, you vicious lot. Yeah. As you say. Yeah, you aim, you fire. It fires through the air. Straight into the eye socket. And the creature immediately... they have all done this, actually. As they are dying, their form transforms back from the demonic, princely, lava-fueled, and turns back to more humanoid with the darkened skin and the flamey eyes, but it does turn back as he falls back into the gold and sort of... he falls back into a huge pile that sort of slowly sinks into, and the gold sort of encases him almost as he falls back.
Yeah.
You can go and hunt for your arrow later if you would like to retrieve it from his eye socket. Alrighty, so there is one demon left, rolling around, laughing, on the ground. Hannibal, you are up.
Let me just, if Apricity had like rolled a 1, this is what would have happened.
It's a gift of a boy firing an arrow that misfires and hits himself in the eye. And that is exactly what would have happened had you rolled that one, yes. And her bow would have broken. It would have been hilarious. So yes, Hannibal, you've got one demon left. He's rolling around on the floor laughing.
Laughing. Okay. Let me see. Where are the stupid spells? Many spells. Okay. Can I use... Let me not be powerful enough. Well... I could use Cloud Daggers, I guess.
Yeah, you can use Cloud of Daggers, not a problem.
Okay, I shall use Cloud Daggers.
Alrighty. Now,
I do not have the description with me, sorry.
that's okay, I got it in front of me. So within 60 feet, yeah, that's definitely there. Concentration up to a minute. So you get to kill the other spinning daggers in a 5 cube, blah blah blah. So can you do me please 4d4 of damage? So the d4s, which are the little triangles, roll 4 of them.
Okay, that was a...
Actually, Hannibal, you will roll 6 d4s. Because you're a higher level.
That was a 2.
Cool.
Ironically enough, that was a 3.
4, 6, cool.
It was a fucking 4.
So,
It's going in a row, okay. What is gonna be next?
area 10.
And now we have a 3.
13, one more.
And a 3.
Alright, 16 points of damage to the one who is laughing on the ground. He's not looking good. Raken's really took a chunk out of him, quite literally, when he slammed him into the wall. And you, the air around him spinning with blades and daggers. Like each one nicking into his skin. As he's laughing, you can't even sort of move away from them as they hit him. Up next is Arissa!
Rosie, he gets a save for the laughter because he was attacked.
Oh, alrighty. What's he saving against? Well, his total's a 10, so I'm guessing he doesn't save.
No, it's a 17.
Yeah, alrighty. So Arissa, is your turn, lovely.
So it's literally just the one guy laughing on the floor.
Stamp on his face.
I love it. Says the gnome. Stamp on his face! At this point, both the gnome and the bard covered with like splashes of blood across their faces, sort of licking it off. The bloodlust seems to have overcome the two ladies.
Sure, why not?
Set your hair on him.
Why not? That sounds like fun.
Stop his hair!
I'm probably wearing some kind of heels, right? I'm gonna aim for the eye.
Obviously.
Of course.
Like, I mean, this
Let's
is
go
Arissa.
down
She's
this
not
on
wearing
special.
sensible shoes, but she can also fight in them, so. Alright, so Arissa, my lovely, what would you like to do?
Stomp him in the face.
Okay.
My mum repeated it, just so you know.
In which case, could you do me a strength check, but do it with advantage because he's laughing, so he's not going to be able to move away from you. Eleven. Alrighty.
Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot what numbers were for a minute.
It's not a crazy massive hit, so I'll just say, can you do me 2d6s for that? Yes, I look at you.
So what was that?
Do 2d6s for your damage.
Okay.
Because it wasn't a majorly hard hit. Five. Marvellous. Okay. Minus 5. Alright. You do sort of get a good hard stamp on his face, but he is not yet down. He is picking himself up, and he is going to take he is going to use a, for want of a better word, legendary action to have another resist. Varric does an 18 break his laughter?
Yes.
That's the word, laughter. I was trying to find the word for laughter. Okay, cool. He's using a, for want of a better word, legendary, to break his hideous laughter as he has seen the fall of his brothers. And he is going to take a swipe at your feet, Arissa. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't do any damage, but he is knocking you off your feet. So he's going to sort of knock you. You're going to fly backwards a little towards Varric's in the air, but you're going to be knocked backwards towards sort of Hannibal and Apricity along the coins.
Wow, rude.
Rude. Thankfully, your heels stayed on the entire time. And he is going to reach into his pouch pocket and he is going to pull out a horn. It's a bit like a drinking horn, only Orisa particularly, you would recognise it as musical. It's a one-note horn, which is usually used to summon allies and rally troops.
Get rid of the horn! Get rid of the horn!
He blows into it, and you can see it has sort of spikes all the way along the outside in black metal, and a big red bass. And when he blows through it, a really high-pitched, screechy noise comes out of the end, and you all sort of have to close your eyes a little, like, ah, man, as this reaches through your ears. Hannibal, you're okay, but it isn't pleasant. And you will hear a sort of, like, really high-pitched, like, screech noise. And the demon sort of lowers it and smiles. And at which point is... Ooh, very narrowly missed with a rugby tackle from Brakens from the floor. He sort of slides on a pile of the coins as he's rushing back up to get towards his brother. And he sort of reaches for him and grabs a piece of his sort of ashen skin and slides back down and sort of stands back up again. Somebody. I will have a link to that, but I can look for it at some point, I think.
Just go down to it. Thank you.
Can everybody please do me a perception check?
Oh, thank you. Jesus. That one still threatens me.
Okay. 18, very good. Varric, you're distracted by the very awesome sight of Orisa, who is pummeling these demons, which is making you feel much better about all the terrifying stuff that she's been doing recently that's really scared you. So you're a little bit distracted. Everybody else, you guys can hear the sound of thunderous noise. You can hear several creatures coming towards you. You can hear scratching, and you can hear the breaking of timber and stone, and you can hear answering cries and screeches in that strange mixture of like demon and devil language. And after a couple of seconds, a huge mass of other demons, some of whom look like princes, some of whom look like supporters and various other lowlives, begin to break apart the ceiling of this chamber you guys are in. The stacks of gold that have reached almost up to the ceiling in some places start to topple over and collapse. Coins go flying everywhere, and you hear screeches and wails from these creatures as the demon prince that's left, the only remaining brother at this point, rises up into the air with his arms outstretched and a big grin on his face. He kicks Brakens and it catches him in the chin, and he stumbles backwards, flying through the air in a big arcing backflip, and he lands on his back. Oh, fuck! As you see remaining brothers and demons all converge, and there is, I'm gonna roll for it, there is 72 of them.
Oh, what?
Some of them small, imp-like creatures, again, some of them remaining brothers, a couple of them in that same sort of lava state with the little flamey crowns above their heads. Some of them looking like various different spine devils and imps and creatures, others looking like lackeys, that kind of thing, and others looking very, very powerful and quite terrifying. So,
I hope that portal is done.
Did you want to shout back to Tiavat and check?
Yes, I want to shout that.
Don't break his concentration.
Don't break his concentration!
I believe his concentration should be broken if he takes this long.
Sorry.
I can protect you and Orisa at the same time with this
He
many.
got a nat 20 on his last one, so his concentration is holding out. And as Hannibal sort of shrieks, and you see all of this, he's holding his arms out, and a very sort of splintered and fractured portal of sort of swirling white mist has appeared before him, and he's just sort of nodding like, get in now,
I'm just gonna grab the Risa in her demonic beauty. I'm trying to find the right word, but it's not coming. I'm just gonna grab her and run.
Okay.
Can I bring Ragnar and Verti back to their feet so that they can stumble through as well?
Okay.
Oh yeah, chuck everyone on the magic carpet, fly through.
Ah, yes. Okay, so I will have Redo and Carpet. They'll take Verti. And then, so you, Varric, you can bring Ragnar. If that's what you'd like to do, you want to pick up Ragnar?
Yeah, sounds good.
Varric.
I'll run in behind them.
Ragnar. Pericity runs gnome style after. Arissa, are you pegging it too?
Yep.
Okay. Arissa pegs it too. Can you all do me a general dexterity check just to make it over all this gold?
Okay.
And sure, Varric,
Oh.
I'll say with your flying speed combined, you can push the carpet and make it go extra fast. Because why the hell not? It's D&D.
It's the.
Oh, damn it, Varric beat me.
Sorry.
Varric beat me. No, it's fine, you always beat.
Okay.
Boo!
Hannibal,
You just boo.
Yes, I just boo.
Hannibal and Arissa, you guys stumble a little, but you manage to catch yourselves and you keep on running. Varric, you manage to push this carpet. Pericity, though, like the stealth epic gnome that you are, manages to outrun all of you, including the flying carpet and the flying Varric, and just sprints ahead, the little feet, right across the gold pile, like Legolas on snow. Had enough. She's out. She's had enough. And
Love it.
Arissa runs too. Okay. So Pericity makes it to the portal first, and you all get there, and Tiavat is like motioning you like go, 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 go. Are you all going to jump on through?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'll go last.
Equals Varric last. Okay, in which case, Varric, can you do me a perception check?
Yes, that is 17 total.
Okay. Okay. Varric, you jump through the portal last, and as you leap through, you sort of turn, and in your last few seconds of looking, you see Tiavat turn his head and just sort of shake his head at you, and you see him turn and run towards Brakens, who's lying on his back with several of his brothers and the approaching army bearing down on him. And you see Tiavat release the portal with his hand, and the last thing you see is Tiavat's hand just clench into a fist and stop the spell as he sprints off back towards Brakens, and the portal closes behind you. Okay, everybody, could you please do me a athletics check? In fact, make it a save. Nah, check's fine.
Athletics is +6, so... Oh no, wait, I typed that number entirely wrong.
The pregnant human is more athletic than the stupid short gnome.
Aww. Alrighty. So, you guys, I'll put a picture up in a second. And there we go. Marvellous. Okay, 22. Oh my. Okay, marvellous. The two paladins sort of crash awake at this point. But they are, I'll say, you sort of move over. So, Redo and the two paladins can be flying on the carpet at this point. Varric, you are also okay because you, I presume, are still flying at this point, having flown through the portal.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody else, so Orisa, Hannibal, and Apricity, you guys fly through the portal, essentially, running, and you fall face first from maybe 5 feet and land in something very wet. And you can feel currents moving and swaying you around. And it's quite a cold, wet feeling. It's not icy cold, however. But
Is it blood? I swear to God.
You guys look around.
I mean, you'd probably be quite happy, to be honest, Hannah, if it was blood.
You look around, and you can see ocean stretching out all around you in seemingly every direction, as far as the eye can see. However, those of you who have seen the ocean before, and you have crossed over to Russia, so that would be all of you, it's not quite like any ocean you've ever seen before. The waves crashing around you are blue, pink, purple, dark and misty. And it stretches off to the horizon, but you can't see any land. You can sort of see, it's almost like a reflection of the sky and the sea upon each other. The sky is nothing like any sky you've ever seen before. It's blue, but it's also swirling with deep drifts of other colours, almost like someone took all the prettiest colours in the palette and just swirled them together into a big loop in the sky and dotted it with stars. They reflect down into the water. And, meanwhile, Apricity in chat is saying, pretty! Meanwhile, Varric is remembering Apricity's fear of water. He would like to lift her up.
Thanks, buddy. I was about to start freaking out.
So, as Apricity starts freaking out, the gnome thrashing around the water, it's pretty, but... Varric does lift the gnome up out of the water as you sort of hover there next to the carpet. Orisa and Hannibal, you manage to tread water fine. The waves aren't too strong, and the current that's pulling you around is sort of going in a direction, but it's not dragging you under. And you can actually float fairly easily in these waves that are sort of lifting you up. And the longer you stay in the ocean, it doesn't actually feel too cold. It goes from lukewarm to a sort of quite a nice temperature. As if it's sort of like a Mediterranean Sea. And Apricity, do you want to read that one?
Saying as Varric lifts her up out of the water, gonna wheel, and then her little feet are kicking, trying to get away from the water, and she's swearing quite vehemently in Gnomish.
Which Orisa understands.
Those swears.
And laughs.
Yeah.
Hannibal is just gonna look around and just grimace and assume that, and just turn to everybody and go, everyone, I believe that whatever we are looking for is probably here. I do not believe anything is more angelic than this. It's disgusting. Please, let's find it and leave.
Angel juice? What? How do you know it's angelic?
Have you looked at this place? This is pretty much what they blabber about every time they talk about heaven and their father's home. Ugh, it has that jam written all over it.
What question would Varric like to ask Vitheritas in character right now?
If this is what he recognized from when he disappeared with the shard.
Ah.
Oh.
In
This looks...
his usual quite blunt manner. Similar, but not quite.
Okay.
Where the hell are we? Where did he make the portal to? Just out?
Well, we
he's
can
not with
always
us.
check at least this location for with the goggles, Orisa, and see if we can find more dust.
Yeah, but where the hell are we? That's not going to tell us where we are.
As long as we find it, we can always find a way out. But, well, wherever we are, they do not follow.
Oh yeah, have we seen has the portal light closed behind us?
Oh,
So we-
yes.
Yep, I saw that. Like, Varric
Literally.
will actually say that.
And I just finished healing him too. They're gonna torture both of them quite a bit. I believe the other one is gonna end up without horns and a tail as well.
Huh. I guess we're not gonna get that favor anyway then.
Oh, I'm gonna get it at some point. It might not be with you people, but
Well, they owe you a favor. If they die, they are not gonna be able to give you said favor.
well, their physical form may die. Do me one favor, their spirits will find me eventually.
How damaged were Ragnar and Claritas? Were they like unconscious bad, or were they just a bit dazed?
They were very, very dazed. They're probably on somewhere around 10 hit points each, so they could do with some healing.
Cool. Oh, I could offer, but hey, thing that doesn't like angels, Hannah.
Yes.
They look hurt. Fix, please.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear.
Can you fix these two? They look like a bit bloodied, and I think most of Arissa's blood is not hers. She's probably fine.
Oh, yes, of course. You should probably try and find dust while I deal with this. This might take a little bit. She will just start forming the same cocoons you saw when we were fighting those swan creatures. Except she's using both hands and it's taking a lot more time. This place is a little locked up away from hell, I believe. The magic doesn't flow as much here.
It is rather odd, Hannibal. As you're casting your magic, it works. And it's oddly enhanced. It's almost as if the magic in the air here is stunting yours, but eventually intertwines and you manage to force your spells through as they would normally act. But there's some strange magic here that is different to yours, and it seems to counteract you for a moment, as if it resists you, and then realizing you're healing, it lets you through.
Well, this place is very displeasing. I wouldn't advise you trying to use harmful magic here. It might attack you or make you explode.
When in doubt with Hannibal, things will make you explode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, probably Arisa's form probably would not stand here. I don't think.
Arissa, you will be looking like yourself again. Yeah, you were a beautiful demon. Very, very beautiful.
It was. Arissa will kind of look down at her arms and like her reflection in the water and just be like, "Aw."
Oh.
Damn.
Varric will sigh a sigh of relief.
Oh, thank God. So yeah, it's all looking up for Varric. You've lost the two demons, and Arissa looks like herself again. So win-win. It's all good.
Well, my plan doesn't work now for like getting them to do the thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more context that I'm not yet willing to give away because I might have.
So yeah, in the meantime, guys, you're not drowning, you're not sinking. The waves do seem to keep holding you up. Varric is also holding over Christy, and the rest are on the carpet getting some heals. What would you like to do?
Do we see any shores?
Do a perception check.
That's an 8 plus 9, 17.
Not that you can see, Varric. It's all ocean. And very pretty
Aw.
sky, as far as the eye can see.
Hannah, you seem to know about this place. Are we safe here for now?
DM, I need your help here. How much information do I know about this place?
Limited. You can only guess. Magic in the air is different to yours. It seems to immediately counter anyone trying to cast anything. But then obviously when you were healing, it allowed it. It seems peaceful enough, but there's something powerful that's just radiating, but you can't tell where from.
Okay. Well, if I would have to guess, I believe we're in some sort of pocket alternate dimension. They're very small and very temperamental, but I do believe something here is blocking magic more so than they would normally do. They usually accept my magic. This one is filtering it. If it doesn't like it, it will shut me down. It's a bit disgusting. But I do believe there's something here that doesn't belong, and it's making all of this happen. I feel another source of magic that doesn't belong. I wouldn't invite you to drink any of this water.
But it looks so tasty.
Yes, well, it would probably burn all your magical power and leave you.
What are the chances Arissa's already had a drink?
I would have stopped her, so it's okay.
Do me a constitution check, Arissa.
Not natural 20.
Okay. You manage to resist the urge to take an immediate gulp of the ocean right then and there. But the spray from some of the waves has hit you in the face. Very odd, because as it lands on your lip, and you get a little taste of it on your tongue, it doesn't taste salty. It tastes sweet. Almost like you're in honey. Some form of like sugary nectar. It's not sticky, it feels like water, it acts like the ocean, but definitely tastes sweeter.
Instead of salty, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh. Arissa definitely wants to take a drink.
Would this magic affect the baby? Because it let me heal, but you know, magic made from my magic, so.
You do your usual sort of
Checkup.
And check up, that's the word. Check up Hannibal, and seems fine. If anything, a little bigger, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, I would advise us hurrying up with this mission. I believe this is not the best place for you to... Well, you know.
Not quite the 9 months yet, but
well, with the magic advancing it, you don't know.
You never know. Gaining the whole 9 yards. Arissa, yeah, you've tasted the water is quite sweet. Hannibal, you've noticed the baby is a little bit further along, but not completely. Varric, you've had a look. You can't see.
Would I have noticed?
You probably wouldn't. It would be like a few centimeters or millimeters, not enough.
Yes. You if you really think about it, Arissa, you'd probably notice. Yeah.
She's probably baffled about the ocean water. She's not thinking about that right now.
Yeah, fine.
My gosh, I feel gassy.
So yeah, guys, sweet water flying around, floating, flying, having a lick. What would you like to do now?
Arissa, goggles? I've asked twice.
She's ignoring you, Hannibal. She is distracted by various different things that are going on.
I have a very serious issue right now, which is why is this water sweet?
Wait, the water is sweet? I'm gonna have a taste.
Varric!
Alright, Varric immediately dives towards the water to take a sip.
He's carrying Apricity, isn't he?
Apricity gets dunked almost headfirst into the water at the same time. Varric takes a huge
More
gulp.
swear words in between, like, gargling. Precisely.
As I hear that, I'm gonna get back up after I take a sip, and I'll go, oh, sorry, do you want a sip as well?
I believe she's drank more than enough already, Varric.
Yeah, between the two of you, you've both now tasted this water, and it is, Varric, it reminds you of something you might have tried deep in the heart of the woods when you were younger, like the sweetest sap from one of the trees that you used to find. Really sugary, really rich, very odd. Not unpleasant, just very strange, not what you're expecting at all. Apricity, it's hit you in the back of the throat quite a few times, sort of when you've inhaled water unceremoniously dunked into the ocean, but again, it reminds you of sort of the pollen when you would collect flowers and weave them into each other's hair and things and ceremonies and stuff. And it has a scent of almost a familiarity in that it's naturey, and it reminds you of sort of home in that it's sweetness. But again, it is hit you in the back of the throat, and you've got a lungful now. You're sort of hacking up a lungful of this. Very sweet, very tasty, but nonetheless, lungful of water.
Yeah, coughing and spluttering and trying to place where I know it from. Barrack, a little more warning next time, please.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted. It tasted good, they said.
Great, thanks. Where are we going?
Towards more water, it seems.
Arissa, see the dust stuff, please. I want to get on land.
Alright. Oh, okay. Puts goggles on.
Okay, do you perception check with advantage, Arissa?
I rolled on that one.
Awesome.
And then didn't roll very high, so...
Okay. Even with your advantage, Arissa, it takes you a good few minutes scanning and sort of turning over on the spot as you bob before you catch a very tiny flicker off on the corner of your vision of what may just be a very tiny stream of dust.
She points in the direction. There's something over there.
We should probably go there then.
So wise.
Alright, are you guys gonna head in the direction of Arissa is pointing?
You know how annoying this is? I have the place you're describing is literally from a cartoon called Star Wars: The Force of Evil, and I'm trying to find a GIF where it shows it, and I'm really pissed off because it's exactly what you're. And I can't find a single GIF.
If you can't find a GIF, find a picture, because I've never heard of this and I'm excited.
It ended like last week, the show, and literally she goes to a magical dimension that's all sparkles and pale colors and unicorns, and if you stay there for long, your eyes become sparkles and you pretty much forget everything. Like a whole episode, it was like her star, and the unicorn asks, "What are you doing?" "I can't remember my name." And this unicorn goes, "What's a name?" Like, this is this, and it's I need to find it.
I love it. That sounds amazing.
It's a really good show. It was heck of a few years. It just ended. If you want to watch all of it and want to go,
I love it. Meanwhile,
Yes.
are you all swimming toward in the direction Arissa's pointing?
I think that would be a sensible idea, seeing as the museum has no other landmarks or any other discernible route.
All right.
Follow that human.
This is the main character, by the way. Just gonna so you have an idea of
Yeah,
the
drop it in.
insanity that is this show.
And meanwhile, while we wait for it to load, Arissa and her goggles. I love the sparkles. Love it. It's like Arissa. Yes, and the fire. Perfect.
Yes.
That is Arissa. When she was at school. See, Arissa starts paddling, the doggy paddle style. Again, it's not too difficult. The current seems to be moving in this general direction, so you don't have to try too hard, and you do manage to keep afloat fairly easily. Hannibal as well. I imagine Hannibal isn't even really swimming. She just sort of got her arms and legs crossed and is just being carried grumpily along the current. at this point.
Yes.
That is what I'm imagining. Sort of like a combination of Professor Snape and McGonagall, just arms folded, just being taken wherever this goes.
I found the gifts. Okay.
And the rest of you flying, of course, being the lucky creatures that you are, flying along. You guys head there, and very slowly, very, very slowly, Arissa, you start to see more dust and sparkles. And the rest of you, can you do me a perception check?
Yeah. Oh, poop.
I got a 10. Ugh.
Okay. So, Varric, yes. Hannibal, no. Christy, no. Okay. Arissa continues to lead you, doggy paddling at the front. And Varric, after a little while, you and Arissa both see a shape coming on the horizon. Arissa, it's surrounded by dust. Varric, you can see a small, growing bigger all the time, island surrounded by mist and a sort of shimmer and a glow. And I'll put a picture up for you guys. And you probably know where you are because you accidentally saw the name of the picture, but never mind. So, you guys keep moving towards, and you get towards a huge sort of lagoon as the island sort of curves in an arc, and you can see huge sandy beaches running around it. It curves off around the edge as well. You can see mountains that go off around it. You can sort of see how big the island is, but the side you're washing up towards, you come in through the lagoon. You can see a sort of mist forming over the island, but it's not like a Silent Hill mist. It's brighter, more colourful than that. It's got dappled lights of rainbows dotted through it, little sparkles of light that might be some sort of pixie or fairy hovering around in the distance you can't quite make out. There's a sort of pinky, hazy, bluey sun shining through the clouds down at them. Yes, candy floss mist. Perfect. And the whole island seems to be caught in this mass of this shining, shimmering mist. You can't believe you didn't notice it before, but yet here you are, you've washed up towards it. And so you guys float on through, and you're in this sort of lagoon space. And eventually you can clamber out onto the bright golden sands of a beautiful beach. Love these gifts, Hannibal.
Yep, I told you it's the same freaking place.
There's no flying jellyfish, but it is very similar. So, you guys all worship and on the golden shored beaches. So, you guys, you're now standing, and as soon as you exit the water, you realise that your clothes have already started to dry. It's quite warm here, there's a nice warm gentle breeze, but it's not baking hot. Your clothes have started to thaw out and dry very quickly as you stand there on the beach peering around. What you see ahead of you is a huge chain of mountains that go around the far side of the island. And you can see there might be a beach further behind them, but you can't quite make it out. And through the middle there is thick, lush forests. So, what would you like to do?
I would like to touch the land, please, Barry.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna put her
Just
down.
try not to puke on herself from the fear of the...
I'm gonna offer her some of the jerky that, like, Varric probably has. And if not, some other kind of food to calm her down. And then I'm gonna take a look around and see if there's any useful.
Okay.
Ooh.
What are you looking
Can-
for,
can I-
Varric?
Well, just anything that gives away where we are, or like towards civilization. That's also okay.
Okay. Do an investigation check, Varric.
Okay, that's probably not gonna do much. Because that's intelligence, and I'm not good at those. 3 total.
3.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Currently looking around, you can't see any signs of civilization at all. You can just see the greenery of the forest and the mountains just beyond it and the beach stretching around this corner of the lagoon. The one thing I will say, Varric, is even though you can't see anything, having grown up where you did, you would know for a fact that just because you can't see civilizations in the trees does not mean there aren't any.
Nice. I'll relay that information.
Can I also try and locate anything?
Arissa?
She's gonna look around, goggles still on. It's just so much dust.
Yes, essentially, Arissa. The air here is quite thick with dust. It seems to hang with the mist in a sort of haze across the island as a whole. It gets quite thick the further across the island you get. So, like, it's all sparkling around you now, and then it gets thicker and thicker and thicker when you go past the mountains towards the other side.
Arissa just kind of shrugs and takes the goggles off. Just like, it's everywhere.
Does it seem going any way? Like the pathway? Varric said it out loud, please.
I'm gonna ask Arissa and Apristi, guys. This does not look like it's the underworld or the Nine Hells anymore.
Certainly
There's
it's
something
not.
different here. Like Hannah said, if it's a pocket, whatever.
Could everybody except for Hannibal do me a history check?
Or
I'm a cheater, so I can't.
Oh, I'd roll a natural 1. Do I want to reuse my birthday roll on a history check? Oh god, did you just roll a nat 1 as
Yes, but good that you mention it. I'm gonna use my get lucky.
yeah.
I mean, I got a 19, so
Yeah.
if you guys don't want to use anything,
I got a 3 total.
Fair.
I will
You know
point
what?
out that if you don't use your birthday thing today, Apricity, you can roll it over to the next session if you hadn't got any cause to use it.
So kind.
I'm gonna stick with my nat 1.
Okay. So that's a nat 1 for Varric, who remembers and thinks nothing. Apricity, same with your 3. And Arissa. Okay, Arissa. I won't take you in the DM. I won't take you in the DM chat for this. I will just tell you things.
With the
I feel sorry for Jon Snow. He's in rehab.
Arissa, in your many, many travels and your experience with nobles and royal courts, you have seen many travellers come and go. You have heard many stories of many parts of the world. You have welcomed many ships back to Amley, and you have heard tales of the sailors. Oh yes, and happy birthday to Apricity, because it is now midnight, not in England. It is midnight
Not
somewhere
here either,
slightly further over to the right. So happy birthday to you now.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to Apricity.
happy
Happy birthday to Apricity. Happy birthday to Apricity.
fucking love you.
We're all out of sync, but it
That was
works.
just the best. Yeah, totally.
It was beautiful, I love it.
So yeah, Arissa, you have heard many tales from many travellers, and judging from what Hannibal said about the magic and everything about that, and the fact that you rolled rather well, you have a sneaking suspicion because Tiamat, you remember, was bound in his agreement to send you back to Mercer, and in his non-concentration probably wasn't aware of being able to send you back to any particular place. You have heard rumours of an island that is undiscovered and unreachable, and any who try never come back.
That's not ominous at all. Jesus. I'm trying to say the words, but it's hard in English. It's not ominous at all. You know, ominous.
Ominous, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Your English sometimes is hard.
Guys,
It's hard all the time.
I love you guys, but I'm gonna tag off. It's, well, past midnight, and I have work early in the
That's
morning.
okay.
I think this mysterious island is a good place
I was going to say, it's a good place to finish. I will end by saying that Arissa, if you choose to share with everybody, Arissa, the only thing you can think is that this may well be World's Edge.
Dun dun dun.
Dramatic effects.
Wait, didn't we hear about World Edge as well from the...
Yes, we did.
Angels?
Did.
Okay.
It was mentioned as one of the places that one of the childhood.
So, on that note and the beautiful ocean waves I found on YouTube to play in the background, I will end the recording so everyone can shout Tatty Bear and Merry Birthday, and we shall pick up with our paladins hopefully, or at least one of them next time. So yes, I'll turn the recording off. So Tatty Bear, thank you for playing, everybody, you wonderful lot. Tatty Bear, everybody.
Tatty Bear.
Tatty Bear. Merry birthday is mine.
Happy birthday.